Now, in the first sentence of your literary analysis, you need to mention the author and the title. Just say it right up front so everybody knows what book you're going to be talking about. Okay. Whenever you have the title of a book, you do not underline it, you italicize it. Don't put it in bold, don't put it in quotation marks, just italicize. Okay, and then you can have the rest of the sentence basically giving a super rough background of the story. Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea recounts the tale of, I don't want to be redundant, say he's old again. Of a persistent fisherman who never gives up. No matter how impossible his obstacle may seem. Okay. So The Old Man and the Sea is a story about a persistent old fisherman. Great. Then we give some more background about the story. With every sentence, we're gently leading toward the thesis statement without just smacking our audience with it, right, without any preparation. So maybe we'll add some information here that the old man's name is Santiago. Okay, Santiago is presented as a man of extreme humility, but one with heroic dignity. Let's make that parallel of matches of. He is poor, weak, and out of luck. Maybe weak isn't the right thing. He is poor, damaged in many respects, and out of luck, but he carries himself with the pride of a man who strives every day to fulfill his destiny. Hemingway's tale outlines the way in which... Okay, so we've had a couple of sentences showing some background of the story and some character qualities of Santiago. So now we've set it up enough that we can present the thesis statement. And we'll do it like this. Hemingway's tale outlines the way in which a noble life requires endurance. Okay, and then as part of this sentence, we'll go on to list these three ideas in as brief a way as possible because we're going to explain them so much further later that we don't want to bore our audience right up front. Okay. Hemingway's tale outlines the way in which a noble life requires endurance. In the way he continues to strive long after his peers have quit, the way he maintains hope even after long spells without success, and the way he fights the sharks. Let's see. The way he fights against sharks until they have robbed him of every last morsel of marlin flesh. Santiago's, we'll add one last line just to cap it here before we move on to the main paragraphs. Santiago's refusal to quit No, I'm going to save this for the conclusion. I think we can just begin. Okay, so there it is. Our thesis statement is right here. And wherever this is, I mean, if you have it here and then the reasons are broken up into separate sentences, whatever it is, I should be able to find your thesis statement very quickly, somewhere near the bottom of the first paragraph, and it should be an independent clause. Noble life requires endurance. We have a verb, we have a subject. This is a complete sentence by itself, and your thesis statement should be the same way. It shouldn't be in quotes or underlined or anything. Just, I should be able to find it, and it should make sense. So it should make sense. If I saw it, and it was Hemingway's tale outlines endurance, and then I went on to say, in the way Hemingway strives to do this and that. Endurance is not a thesis statement. It's a topic or a theme, but a thesis statement will be phrased as a complete sentence. Okay. All right. So then we begin.